So the Indiana Fever have just re-signed Ariel Powers. And I think good signing. Real good signing. I genuinely think that Ariel Powers is going to be a really, really nice player for the Indiana Fever. And if you guys agree, subscribe. And we are trying to hit 56.9k by the end of the day. We're trying to hit 57k by the end of the month. So we have today and tomorrow for 100 subscribers. Are we going to do it? Hell no. Hell no. It's been a week for the other 100. But you never know. We could go and get 100 more subscribers. That's a reasonable amount. But yeah, we got to talk about Ariel Powers. Ariel Powers, who has been a legitimately good player for the Indiana Fever. And I really like how she's come in and played. I really, really do like how she's come in and played. I think she's come in and been good energy. I think she seems like she wants to be there. She's shooting the ball well, which is obviously a big thing as well. And this is a player who was effectively like a non-factor for the last 2-3 years of her career. 2.5 seasons. If you include this year, 3 seasons of her career. Like, she was basically branded as damaged goods by Cheryl Reeve. She didn't do much for the Atlanta Dream last year. And she had 5 points against the Minnesota Lynx. And even though she's not shooting the greatest percentage, like she's shooting 33% from the field, you can see there's a player in there. 9 boards in the win against Seattle Storm. 5 and 5 with 3 assists against the Lynx. She had 9 points yesterday, 6 rebounds, 2 assists. Albeit, again, her assist to turnover ratio is horrendous, but that's not really what she's there to do. She is an aggressive player who will attack the rim, play offense, and is better on defense than I thought she was going to be. And a lot of people are like, oh, the Indiana Fever need to get keeper for next season. Like, I don't know if that's going to be the case. I think if the Indiana Fever have to keep Ariel Powers on a minimum contract, you do it. I think if you can get her on a minimum contract, but it just depends on who you draft. Like, it genuinely just depends on who you draft for next season. But all I'm going to say is you got to keep her for the playoffs. Look, Caitlin Clark is close. We know Caitlin Clark is close. So Caitlin's close, and you've got, say, Ariel Powers in there. Like, if you go into the playoffs with Caitlin as your starting point guard, with Odyssey as her backup, and Caitlin playing 28 minutes, Odyssey playing 14, and Odyssey playing a few minutes in the Kelsey Mitchell role. Because if we're being honest, Odyssey Sims is a black hole. She is a black hole. She fully is going to try to play hero ball, and it is what it is. Odyssey Sims super talented, but we know that. So we know not the Odyssey Sims with Caitlin Clark minutes. She's got to go full Kelsey Mitchell. We know that's going to be a thing, but I still think a lot of people are like, oh, why would they keep either Ariel Powers or Shea Petty? Why not just cut? Like, they don't have to. They don't, like, the Indiana Fever don't have to cut one of those 2 players. Like, they can cut Sid Colson. They can cut, as far as I'm aware, they have the roster spots to cut one of the injured players, and it makes no difference. So healthy players, so they got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Oh no, 12 with Timpson. So they have to cut somebody. I think they're going to cut Chloe Bibby. I'd cut Chloe Bibby before I would cut. They have the salary to do it. I'd cut Chloe Bibby before I cut Ariel Powers. Chloe Bibby does not have a position. Honestly, I'd cut Damiris Dantas before I cut Ariel Powers. I think Damiris Dantas is unplayably bad. Like, I think at least Chloe Bibby can hit jump shots. Damiris Dantas is if Chloe Bibby couldn't hit jump shots. She is the worst defender in the league, probably. Like, for me, I don't see how you can keep Damiris Dantas. I would cut her, but they're not going to. They're obviously not going to cut Damiris Dantas. So it's going to be a tough one, because I think Shea Petty works better as an on-ball player if Caitlin's playing off the ball. But they probably cut Shea Petty. Look, if I was to make a guess, I think they cut Shea Petty. So when Caitlin comes back, Ariel Powers there as a 2 guard. Like, Caitlin, is she going to come back in the next 7 days? 7 days from, yeah, they're playing the Sky. I think she's going to be back during this 7-day period for the Fever, which is a good thing. See, that's the dumb shit. Why not sign her for the rest of the season? What's the difference of signing her for the rest of the season? We can sign her for the rest of the season in 7 days. They can't, because Caitlin is expected to be back pretty soon. I don't know if she signed to a hardship or just a contract. Maybe it's a hardship, but like the Indiana Fever can cut a player. They can cut players. They can get the 12 players they want. They can cut players. Like, but yeah, it's a, like, Indiana Fever combines. Glad to see Ariel Powers back for more. She brings energy in the wing. Exactly it. 7 days, then what everyone's saying is the front office is right. I mean, to be honest, Ariel Powers is signing a 7-day, because why would you not? They can sign her to a 7-day. Like, it just gives them safety if she gets injured. That's literally it. It gives them some safety if she gets injured. So it makes sense signing her to a 7-day contract. It absolutely makes sense. And for me anyway, I think that Ariel Powers is going to be a decent player for the team. I think she's going to be in the rotation for the playoffs. Like, the rotation is going to be Caitlin starting, Caitlin, Kelsey, Lexi, Aaliyah, and Natasha Howard starting. That's your lineup. Bree Turner is going to be in the playoff rotation. Odyssey Sims is going to be in the playoff rotation. And I think Ariel Powers is going to be in the playoff rotation. And then I think maybe Dantas plays. I think maybe if Petty's there, she's probably not going to be. Maybe Dantas plays. Chloe Bibby's probably not going to be in the rotation. KK's definitely not going to be in the rotation. I think they're going to go 8 deep in the playoffs. Especially in round 1. Especially in a BO3 round 1. They're going to go 8 deep. And Ariel Powers is probably going to be in that 8. Like, it'll be Ariel Powers, Bree Turner, Odyssey Sims, Kelsey Mitchell, Aaliyah Boston, Natasha Howard, Lexi Hall, and Caitlin Clark. It's going to be a rotation. And I don't see the Indiana Fever letting a player go for, like, when it comes to, I don't see them letting a potential rotation player go for, like, a Chloe Bibby who's not going to be in the playoff rotation. The only player that's not going to be in the rotation, it's definitely not going to be cut, is KK Timpson, because she just has too much potential. So anyway, yeah, that is a video. Let me know what you guys think in the comments section below. And as always, thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.